Díagwich agus nula conna de Takara. This is Adam Conway with XCA TV, and today we're going to be reviewing the OPPO Reno2. The OPPO Reno2 is a mid-range smartphone from OPPO, featuring the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G chipset. It has a 6.5-inch AMOLED no-notch display, 8GB of RAM, and a triple camera setup on the rear. I've had quite a bit of time to play with this device, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it for the most part. The OPPO Reno2's uninterrupted 6.5-inch AMOLED panel is exactly how it sounds. I absolutely love it, and being a mid-range smartphone, I'm glad that OPPO hasn't opted to drop down the resolution to, say, 720p. You also get a beautiful design with a gorgeous blue shimmer on the back when it hits the light, though that's sadly covered up by the pretty meh faux leather case that you get in the box. It's not the highest of quality, but it'll do the job. You even get a headphone jack, along with a USB-C charging port, in-display fingerprint scanner, and a front-facing pop-up camera. On the performance front, the G in the Snapdragon 730G stands for gaming, and comes with a better graphics processing unit than the regular 730, along with some other gaming-oriented optimizations as well. This phone is fantastic for gaming, with it handling pretty much any modern day title you can throw at it. From Call of Duty Mobile to even 3DS emulation, the Reno2 fared pretty well, all things considered. I played Call of Duty with the settings maxed out, and Animal Crossing New Leaf ran pretty well as well. As for the battery life and charging, the OPPO Reno2 has a 20-watt fast charger in the box, which gets it from 0% to 50% in just half an hour. The battery life is pretty stellar, and will get you through the day pretty easily. I consider my smartphone usage pretty heavy. A typical day's use for me consists of Facebook, Snapchat, and a lot of photo taking. Speaking of photos, the camera isn't half bad either. It's 50-50 as to the quality of the photo that you'll take, but I found it to be pretty decent overall. It's no slouch, that's for sure. There's even a super steady mode which impressively manages to stabilize video under even the most extreme conditions. My testing here doesn't exactly put it through its paces. You can see just how good of a job it does. My one big issue with the Reno2 is ColorOS, though I think pretty much everyone knew that would be the case. It looks ugly, lacks features, and on the Reno2, doesn't even get many updates. My unit is still on the August 5th security patch, for example. It deviates far from stock Android, and while it sometimes has good ideas, I'd much prefer a closer to stock Android experience. I don't really like ColorOS at all, but it does appear that OPPO is taking feedback, as we got a sneak preview of ColorOS 7 on the XDA portal, and it looks a whole lot better than it does now. The OPPO Reno2 is a solid mid-range smartphone, and at a starting price of €499 in Europe, it may well be worth picking up. What do you think? This has been Adam Conway with XCA TV. Thanks for watching.